Hey guys, welcome back to Anna Neil School. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you're already a subscriber, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to show you two tutorials basically. One is to do a refill, and the other one is how to build a full nail using paper foams and builder gel. Okay, so as you can see, my nails are a little grown out and my thumbnail is broken, so we are going to remove the entire product from the thumbnail and we are going to rebuild the whole nails. So I'm starting with product removal. For product removal, I'm using an electric file. This is the best and fast way to remove your gel extensions, and I think my existing nails are also gel extensions, the e-file is the best mechanism to get rid of those excess product from your nails. So I'm using a green abrasive mark ceramic bit here. If you are removing acrylic extension, you can go for a black abrasive mark bit as well. It doesn't matter whether you're using a ceramic or a carbide bit. If you would like to learn more about electric file and get certified, then you can get in touch with me. My classes are available in 4 different languages: Malayalam, English, Hindi and Tamil, in detail with certification. Okay, so please reach out to me in the number given in the description, or you can just DM me on Instagram or even WhatsApp. Okay, so now as you can see, within like few seconds I almost got rid of the entire nail products. When you are closer to the nail bed, just be careful, do not overfile. When you are around 80% or 90%, just stop and move on to your hand file so that you don't damage your natural nails. Okay, just be very gentle. The speed I'm using is around 25,000 rpm because we need speed to get rid of the product. Okay, next I'm moving on to the next nails where we already have like extensions, overgrown extensions. So I'm using the same bit to kind of file off the gel polish from the top, and I'm also making sure there are no liftings or anything around the cuticle area. If yes, just make sure you are removing it completely. No lifting should be left there before you apply the new product. After removing everything, I just picked up my hand file and kind of reshaped the same thing, and I'm gonna keep the exact same shape. So I'm just making sure the shapes are like kind of crisp, and I'm also using the same file to kind of buff around the cuticle area, just to make sure that I have like a really nice base before I start with my product application. So after this, you can start doing your dry manicure. Dry manicure is very important. Even if you're just doing a fill, you need to do the dry manicure, and you start with pushing back the cuticle, and then you can just buff off whatever shine that is there on the grown out natural nail plate. Okay, so here we don't have too much of a growth, so just gently buffed and then remove the shine from the nail plate. And after that, I use my cuticle nipper to kind of nip off any dry dead cuticle skin from the cuticle area. Okay, so this part is totally optional. If you don't have like too much of a dead skin around the cuticle epicum area, you don't need to really trim it, but if you have, then just make sure you are carefully trimming the dead skin from the cuticle area. After completing the dry manicure, clean your nail plate with alcohol wipes, and then we are going to start with our dehydrator. So dehydrator basically removes all the oil moisture from your nail plate if there is any, and this is a mandatory step for all kinds of nail related work. Okay, if you are a newbie and you are not using a dehydrator, you should start using it, which will help you stop the lifting as well. And after this, I'm applying a little bit of primer, and I'm using an acid free primer. As you can see, I'm only applying it where I have my extended growth from the natural nail part. Next, since we are doing the gel extension here, we need a gel base coat. Anything gel related, you always apply a thin layer of base coat. This helps for a better adhesion, and also if you're using like some kind of color products or stuff, it helps you from getting your nails stained. So I'm applying the base coat all over the nails, just not touching the skin, and just make sure whenever you are working with all these products, avoid skin contact, because that is how we end up with allergies. And also, if you touch the gel on your skin and then you put it under the lamp, that is again gonna burn your skin. So just make sure you are not touching, and in case by any chance you touch it, just clean it before you put it under the lamp. Once you have the base coat on, then put it under the lamp for 30-second cure. Now let's start with the complete building of nails using paper foam and builder gel. So as you can see here, I have my paper foam on already. In case if you want to learn how to apply a paper foam, do let me know in the comment section. I'll make a specific video on this, and this is all covered in our classes. In case if you want to learn the entire thing, again you can get in touch. First we need to pick up a decent amount of product and then place it at the edge of your nails at the center side, and then you can just stretch the gel using your brush from one corner to the other corner of the nail. Okay, just make sure the corners are connected properly. Okay, that is very important, whether it's acrylic or builder gel or polygel, whichever whenever you are using the paper foams to sculpt the nails, you have to make sure your product is connecting from the growth point of your nails. Both the growth points, from one point to the other point, it must be connected. Okay, and once you have that connection established, then you can stretch the excess gel towards whatever length you wanted, whatever shape you want. You can accordingly stretch the gel. Okay, so the most important part is to connecting both the corners of your nails. Okay, once you're satisfied, then you can just flash cure it so that the gel doesn't move. Okay, don't worry about the thickness right now, because thickness we can build up. Right now we are just creating the base, so that we have that length and shape sculpted here, and after that we can create the rest of the area of your nails. After the flash cure, if you want, you can put it under for full cure, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go and do the rest of the areas. So now I picked up a small bead and I started applying a slip base. Okay, so basically this is a thin layer of gel, the same builder gel that we are going to apply on the nails, and we are going to also stretch it all the way towards the length that we have created. Okay, so why we do this? Because when we pick up the next bead and try to build the entire architecture of the nails, we need the gel to move freely. Okay, so if we have like a slip base, then it's easy for us to move the gel around, especially around the cuticle and side wall areas. Okay, and whenever you are applying the gel products, just make sure your fingers are pointing a little downwards, so the gel is not running towards your cuticle or your side walls. So now I picked up a pretty decent big amount of product, and then I'm just going to gently push it towards the cuticle. As you can see here, I'm being very gentle and very careful, making sure it's also going to the side walls but not touching the skin. Okay, after that you can just use your brush to kind of stretch that excess towards the free edge that we have already built, and just make sure that you are being very gentle. As you can see, I'm using a pendulum movement here. Okay, so this is what you need to do. The gel I'm using is a little on the higher side in terms of viscosity, so it doesn't run much, but if you're using a runny gel, then it will be a little difficult for you, especially if you are a beginner. So just make sure that you have a right consistency gel, so that makes it so much easier. Okay, so just move it from left right, and just make sure you're building enough thickness, and then go all the way till whatever length that you wanted to do. Just turn it and see if you have a good apex and all, and then you can put it for full cure. Now full curing is done, so I'm going to pinch and remove my foam. Now you can see I have a good apex and a good length here. All I have to do is just file and shape it. So now let's move on to the next one. So here we have our refill situation. So everything is ready. We do have our base coat applied here. So first thing, again, even if it's a refill, we still need a slip base. So I'm taking a small amount of gel and I'm applying from the cuticle to all the way till the free edge of my nails. Okay, so this again, slip base is always helpful when we need to move the gel very freely, and just make sure it's not too thick. Okay, we need a thin layer only, we don't need too thick of a product. And now pick up a bead. Here again, now we, in this nail, we already have enough thickness and all around the free edge and the growth point. We only need to build the apex and the cuticle area. So just take products so much that is required. Okay, so again just push the product towards the cuticle and then to the side walls. Once you have that, the excess, you can start stretching towards the free edge. As I said, I only picked up a little product. I don't want too much towards the free edge because we already have enough thickness there. If we are doing a restructuring, then we need more gel, but since we are just doing a refill, both are two different techniques. Okay, so since you are doing a refill, we don't need too much. Okay, so just look from the side angle and see if there is anything uneven, then you can just use your brush to kind of like level it up. And this gel is a self-leveling gel, so it helps again. So what kind of product you are using, that also matters when it comes to builder gel extensions. Okay, so this is how it looks. Now quickly cure it. After curing it, our next step is to file and shape. So first thing, we need to remove the inhibition layer. For some gels it's very prominent, there is a lot of stickiness. For some gels there won't be much of a stickiness, but still I recommend you use an alcohol wipe to kind of remove the whatever tackiness is there on the surface of the nails. And this is how it looks like. So already you can see there is not much of a bulky bumpy base here for us to file, so which is a good thing. So once you know how to apply the product, it will become much easier for us to kind of get a almost perfect nail surface. And another thing, it's very easy to file gels, so that is also there. So now I'm using a hand file here. I have 120-150 grit, and I'm starting with the side wall filing. As you can see on the screen, just start filing and shaping whatever shape you want, and then you can just file the top side of the nail. Just make sure you don't have too much thickness. At the same time, we have to maintain enough thickness as well. Okay, so filing and shaping, I'm not boring you with so much detail. Just file and shape and make a smooth surface, and then you can use your buffer to kind of buff and smoothen the surface for your gel manicure. Okay, so this is how we do the refill, and this is how we do the extension. So in this video, as I said in the beginning, we covered 2 topics, technically 3 topics: how to remove the products, how to do an extension with builder gel and paper foams, and then third is how to refill. So if you have learned anything new from this video, do let me know in the comment section. Also don't forget to share this with your nail besties in case if they are wanting to learn. If you have questions, do let me know in the comment section. After filing, shaping, buffing, this is how our nails looks like. So I'm using alcohol wipe to kind of clean it before I go ahead with my gel polish application. So as you can see, we do have a nice apex, nice side walls, nice length and shape, and it's all ready for our gel polish application. What do you think? So I just applied my red gel polish here, as you can see, and finally I'm going to apply a top coat and I'm going to seal it. Like I said, I'm not going to really bore you with gel polish application. In case if you want to learn how to apply gel polish on natural nails, then there is a tutorial just for that on my channel. Okay, so I'm using a no wipe top coat. I really love the way this red looks. My god, it's so beautiful, you know. Okay, so just finish your top coat, cure it under the lamp for like 60 seconds, and then we are done. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I added a little bit of a red chrome on top of it just to give it a little edge, and this is how it looks. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, don't forget to like, share, comment, and please subscribe, and I'll see you soon on my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you.